Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age 2. In our last episode, we were introduced to Varric and Cassandra Pentagast, I think, a seeker. And Varric was telling the story of Hawke and I guess ultimately how he came to meet Hawke. And Hawke being his last name. Clive Hawke is his full name. His family were trying to escape from Lothering during the Blight, while Angelus and friends are off, doing their thing, saving the world. And unfortunately, we ended up losing our sister, Bethany, Carver's twin, more specifically, and that was a shame. But we picked up Aveline along the way, and unfortunately, her husband didn't quite survive either, and then ran into Flemeth, of all people. Yeah. The one that we killed back in Dragon Age Origins. Killed, air quotes. I'm using the Turians, air quotes, from Mass Effect 3 right now. But yeah, she's not really dead, not so much. So now we've escaped to Kirkwall, and because our mom believes that we should be able to talk to our uncle and acquire our estate, which we apparently have over here, and that would be kind of cool. So let's press on and see what's going on here in Kirkwall. Thoughts, bro?
Do you have a ship? Something to get us out of here?
So this is where Mother's from. Charming place.
I'm assuming that's... I sense some sarcasm in your voice there, little bro.
Wesley would have been horrified to see this.
We need to find your uncle. With any luck, he's received my letter.
So this is where Mother's from. Charming place.
Alright. There's a lot of refugees here. Everybody's trying to run away from the Blight. I mean, I don't blame them.
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
Hold on a second.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg.
That's not very nice.
But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city.
Right.
So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
Who?
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it, and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Oh, really?
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Ewald. Alright. Ewald it is.
Wesley would have been horrified to see this.
That's right.
The gates are shut. Not a good sign for a lot of people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just, waltzed right in. Nobody stopped me.
Let us through.
But I guess the gates are...
Tell me,
Oh.
how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My brother. If he wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
Aww.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my brother.
I sense a little not hostility, but I sense a sense...
Kirkwall has been sealed. You cannot enter.
Yeah, sense a little bit of I don't know, anger? Not really, but content? That's too strong of a word. But, you know, Carver and I, we are rivals. Yeah. Carver, I think it's implied that...
Our ship is already left. How are we supposed to leave?
I think it's implied that Hawke was probably... I don't want to say the favorite, but I feel like he has, you know, somehow put Carver in the shadows, you know, and Carver's been struggling to live up to, I guess, the glory of, you know, the glory of his older brother. And I can...
Do you have a ship? Something to get us out of here?
And I can understand that can be really tough. Captain Ewald. Alright. What are you guys? You guys don't look suspicious at all. Deserters. No, not suspicious at all. Merchant Cavril?
I've already told you. I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sirrah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Uh-oh.
Your business is done.
But...
Aw. Poor thing. What's your problem?
Now then, what can I do for you, Sirrah?
Hold on.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
You mean people like us?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. My apologies. My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I mean, he has a point. You know, business is business. He's not obligated to be charitable, but it would be kind of nice, especially during these times.
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
Hey.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
Yeah. I'm done with you.
I don't need anything.
As you wish, Sirrah.
Alright. Farewell. Okay. Is anyone else I can talk to? Anyone else I can chat with? I'm sure Mom is getting really, you know, restless.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
Oh, really?
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me.
But it's true.
We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
I don't know about that. Ooh, I think this is an option that we get only if we have a charming Hawke. Which we do. Clive is a charmer.
If you find our uncle, Gamelin Amel, you might just have a few less refugees bothering you.
Gamelin? I know that name.
There we go.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamelin I know is a weasel who couldn't rub 2 coppers together.
Really?
He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What?
You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here.
Wait a minute.
Men?
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I proved, sort of, that we actually have family here. Or at least, supposedly have family here. Yeah, this is not going to... No, I'm not going to stand for this. Self-defense. Mind blast. Sick 'em, boy. Alright. Ah, jeez. Alright. Go, Angelus. Brother, keep these guys away from me, please. Stay back. Alright. Who's next? This one. Come on, Angelus. I called Clive Angelus. Great. I need to get used to that. Come on. You gotta learn how to let go, Angel Hearts. Learn how to let go. Hey, where'd you guys come from? Alright. No matter. Get him, little bro. Go, Aveline. We're actually doing pretty well surviving at the moment. There we go. I didn't even have to heal anyone.
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
Well, yeah, let's see you do that.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamelin must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Don't look now, but I think that's our man.
Uncle Gamelin?
Leandra! Damn, girl, the years haven't been kind to you.
Gamelin!
Okay, awkward hug.
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamelin. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it.
Yeah.
And dressed to guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
But... what? What do you mean? What?
Would it help if I said you were my favorite uncle?
It'd make me feel better, but that's about it.
Darn.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate.
Uh-oh.
It's, gone.
What?
To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
What?
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
I don't know where this is going.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamelin, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
I don't know.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip-deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
We're not putting Mother through that. We came here. We're staying here.
Alright, Carver, alright. I hear you,
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
We cut down dozens of darkspawn and an ogre to get here. That has to count for something.
Unless you brought an ogre's head along on the boat, I doubt it. I managed to convince my contacts to come to the Gallows to meet you personally. Myron heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Thenril, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
Little bro, what do you think?
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
What kind of man is this Myron?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
If you say so.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Alright, that actually doesn't sound too bad. Sure, I'll humor you, Uncle.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamelin, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Yeah.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Yeah. Hang out with us, won't you, Aveline? Okay, so let me talk to you guys a little bit about some role-playing considerations. Now, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to put myself in Clive's shoes right now, because he just lost his sister. Him and Carver both lost their sister. And even though I feel that BioWare could have done a better job of handling, you know, the mourning process with Bethany, because I don't think that what they ended up doing really did it justice. I mean, they could have done better with dealing Bethany's death. I mean, I know they were in a hurry, they were on the run trying to escape, but I just didn't feel Bethany's death that much. That being said, that doesn't mean that in character Hawke himself isn't, you know, suffering inside. I'm sure he's trying to put on a facade to stay strong. I mean, he's the oldest sibling, and I guess the man of the house, quote unquote. So he's trying to stay strong for the rest of his family, for both Carver and for his mother. Now, I bring this up because Carver and Clive, like I said, they've apparently had a history that wasn't really all that great, at least compared to Bethany. I mean, Bethany and Clive, you saw, were really close, and Carver and Hawke, and you can see it in the interaction between Carver and his brother. They're not nearly at the same place as Bethany and Hawke. And now that Hawke has lost his sister, Carver's the only sibling he has left. And I think that must mean something deeply to Clive. I think now at this point he realizes that life is short. And now that Bethany is gone and the only sibling he has is Carver, I think he feels that it's now time for him to try to, I guess, to repair some of the damage has been done over the years, whatever it may be. I think Hawke, doesn't want to lose another sibling. He doesn't want to lose Carver too. It's bad enough that it's bad enough that Bethany died. And if things continue on in the path that it has been going on, Clive realizes that even if Carver, remains alive, he can still lose him. And so I think that that Clive is determined to not only take care of both his brother and his family, but I think he wants to try his hardest to reconnect with his brother. And so a lot of the decisions that Hawke is going to be making while Carver is present he is going to take into consideration Carver's feelings and his opinions quite strongly. Even if parts of Hawke might disagree a little bit, if it's enough for him to compromise and at least see things in Carver's way, Hawke is probably going to at least meet in between and at least humor Carver, in hopes that they can reestablish their relationship. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it is extremely challenging, very challenging, to get Carver up into the friendship side of things. It's much, much easier, obviously, to go towards the rival direction. But I'm going to take the challenge. Out of character, I am going to take the challenge to try to fill his friendship up as much as possible. I don't know if I'm going to do it completely, but I'll try my hardest to get him over here on this side as much as possible. And in character, I think it also makes perfect sense, like I said, with all of the reasoning that I've discussed to you before, that it's right now very important for Clive to not lose his brother in addition to his sister. So I apologize for all that yapping, but I warned you guys. I mean, these are the kinds of things that I do in my LPs, and I'm, if that's the kind of stuff that you're not really interested in or get bored of quickly, I'm just warning you right now. I might not necessarily be the Let's Player for you. But for the rest of you guys, I encourage you to continue joining me. Alright, Kirkwall, the Gallows. Statues of tortured slaves fill the Gallows courtyard, a ghastly memento of Kirkwall's history. 1,500 years ago, Kirkwall was the Tevinter Imperium's largest quarry, feeding the construction of the Imperial Highway. The Imperium's hunger for expansion led to legions of slaves forced into working the quarry. When the Empire's construction phase ended, Kirkwall slid naturally into its new role as the capital of the slave trade, the Gallows at its heart. The statues are not monuments to the suffering of slaves. Every inch and angle of the courtyard was designed by magisters bent on breaking the spirit of newcomers. Executions here took place daily, sometimes hourly, and corpses were hung from gibbets to the yard. New slaves trudging in from the docks saw what awaited them. That's pretty awful. When Our Lady turned their armies against the Imperium, the slaves of Kirkwall revolted and claimed the city for themselves. The Gallows stood empty for 200 years, not to be reopened until the crowning of Divine Justinia I. The Gallows transformed the city again, when the bandits' prison tower became the home of Kirkwall's Circle. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. Oh, Brother Genitivi, I remember you.
So now we have to earn our way into the city. How hard can that be?
Yeah, exactly. How hard can that be? Come on, optimism, Aveline. I know you are showering optimism from your bum. Okay, our dog doesn't want to say anything.
Let's just hope our dear old uncle is as good as his word.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for.